Quick question, just want to see how everyone's feeling. Was anybody happy with that? At all? I mean, Jesus Christ, like, I'm just happy I didn't have to pay for that. I really feel bad for all the suckers in the stands who shelled out thousands of dollars just so they could be there to watch this train wreck live in action. Look, I went into this like most other people. I think the majority of us wanted Mike to win, but by the end of the second round, I was more concerned that we were collectively watching the public execution of a senior citizen. But I'm also not gonna sit here and act like Jake did much better. I mean, how could you possibly fight the final boss of CTE and not finish the job? Also, this next part is for Netflix and Netflix only. Hey guys, what was up with the weird angles in the HD broadcast in 240p? Like, I get you guys just started getting into the live streaming space, but this is basics, man. I am concerned about your ability to handle any future events. Now, if you ask me, there was clearly two winners tonight. The first one is everyone who did not waste their time with this, and the second was Netflix. So congratulations to tonight's winners, and may the rest of us not make the mistake of tuning into one of these again.
And that's why I think one or two fingers up there really isn't that big of a deal. I asked you what your favorite soup was. Oh yeah, my bad. Split pea. Split pea? Oh, be quiet, it's on.
It is now time for the president-elect to announce his cabinet members.
This is gonna be a train wreck. Now hold on, we should give him a chance.
For the Secretary of Homeland Security, I would like to select Homelander. It's in the name, people.
Isn't that the evil Superman guy? Yep, and he's pretty much the only person who was directly against Homeland Security. Okay, so it wasn't a great first pick, but it could get better from here.
For the Secretary of Health, I'd like to select Little Debbie. Great gal, great pastries.
This is trending in a very bad direction. Just hold on, all right? We still gotta give him a chance.
For the Secretary of the Treasury, we will be going with Smaug, the dragon from The Hobbit.
Okay, see, there we go. If anyone knows how to fix a deficit, it's a gold-hoarding dragon. Dude, he eats people! No, those are just rumors. I hope.
For the Secretary of Education, I'd like to select Anakin Skywalker.
I'm starting to get concerned he doesn't know these are fictional characters. I'm more concerned he would choose someone with a very public and notoriously bad track record with children. Now hold on! I get it, okay? The picks haven't been perfect, but can we please give the man a chance?
We're also working on a brand new position that will currently be spearheaded by Elon Musk.
Oh, come on! Now that's just awful. We're replying to this comment with a video for two reasons. Number one, I absolutely love it. Make a push back towards physical medium. When you buy something digitally, just remember that you're actually renting it and not buying it. And number two, I have every single art major from here to Austria in my DMs and comment section screaming at me. So let me explain the art joke, because apparently I now need to do this. I really didn't think I was gonna have to do this. In my video, when I say art is doing great and I reply with, oh no, I obviously do not mean from an economic standpoint. As someone who does this for a living, art in a visual medium, you would think I'm pretty well aware of the fact that corporations are cutting corners and AI is taking over jobs. It's almost like I've done multiple videos about this exact subject. When I say art is doing well, I am talking from a content and creativity perspective. It is a well-known and documented fact that during times of economic strife or political and civil unrest, that art flourishes. It has been this way for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Look, I'm not saying you guys are gonna get paid for it, but I'm saying that you got the material and it will undoubtedly produce some fire artwork across all mediums in the coming months and years. It is incredible to me that a bunch of people who take pride in their ability to extrapolate information or emotion from a limited subset of visual or audio works have done the exact opposite and instead ran to my comments or DM sections to scream at me, a guy who does art for work, that I don't know what I'm talking about. I am on your side, guys. You just missed the joke. I'm sorry.
I want to talk about this whole just get a VPN thing because I don't think a lot of Americans fully understand what's going to happen if TikTok does get banned in the United States. First of all, there is a 99% chance that no one is going to buy TikTok. ByteDance already said they were not going to sell their algorithm, and that's the piece that everybody wants. Yes, they could still probably buy the name and retain the user base, but they'd have to rework the app so much that it would probably end up breaking in more ways than just one, just for it to come out as another crappy copy of Reels, resulting in a massive loss of time and people leaving anyways. On top of that, we're talking about a buyout that would cost tens of billions of dollars, and acquisitions of that size usually take years to finalize, so the fact that we haven't heard anything from anyone yet is not a good sign. Second of all, TikTok is going to lose 95% of its American viewer base very quickly for multiple reasons. It won't be available in app stores, so you won't have any new users. But on top of that, if the only way to actually access the app is by using a VPN, most people are just going to move on.
As much as I'd like to think that we're all gonna download Nord and stick it to the man, most people are inherently lazy and cost adverse, so it's probably not gonna happen. In addition, all of the advertisers and thus the creators are going to move on. Look, I love TikTok. It has been amazing for me, but this does constitute as one of my jobs. And if I'm unable to make money from it, one of two things is going to happen. Either A, I'm going to slow down my content creation or completely stop so that I can go get a job that does pay me, or B, I'm going to start gearing all of my content towards other platforms that do pay me. By the way, shameless self-plug. If you like my content, go follow me on all the other socials. It's either Yonside or Yonside Lucas. All the links are up in the bio. And just so everyone knows, a lot of us small to medium-sized content creators are not making a lot of money. And in fact, unless you have other revenue streams outside of social media, like you sell a product or a subscription to that blue and white Odd Future site, you're not pulling in that much. TikTok disappearing means that my incentive to create content, especially at the quality and frequency that I currently do, disappears as well. And yes, there will still be fantastic creators from other countries who continue to post on this site. But as an American, when I personally look at who I follow and the videos I like, the majority of them are coming from other American creators. Also, I'm a stupid American. I only speak English. So if the largest English-speaking demographic is taken off this app, save for a few other countries, the majority of the content that's left is either going to be stuff I literally don't understand or stuff that's not geared for me. So just for a quick recap, there is probably no one coming to buy TikTok and it will start to fall apart for US users. It's going to become harder.
I just wanted to use this comment real quick to remind everyone that TikTok is probably not going to be around much longer. So while it's still here, I do want to say two things. First of all, I'm going to shamelessly plug myself. So if you don't want to hear about that, then skip forward 15 seconds. But if you would not mind, I would really appreciate if you considered following me on other platforms. It's either Yonside or Yonside Lucas on everything. Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Blue Sky, Twitter, it's all the same. I'm going to start streaming more, I promise, and I've got more long-form videos in the works. But that's not what I really want to talk about with this. What I really wanted to say is videos like this that can get millions of views in a couple of hours and have hundreds of thousands of people agreeing on something, regardless of their background, is the real reason they don't want TikTok around anymore. I just want this video to serve as a reminder that the majority of issues that we're facing in this country, at least the serious ones, are not left versus right. They're up versus down. Runaway inflation caused by corporate greed, a broken medical system, wealth and income inequality. It's not left versus right, it's up versus down. And unless you have $50 million in the bank or political influence, you're down here with the rest of us, and we're all on the same side. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, yeah. I've seen enough. We're fucked.
You will disrobe for me.
Not gonna happen. Why do you have a camera? Sophie Rain made $40 million from the Odd Future website last year. Wrong acronym, bud. It's got nothing to do with Tyler, the Creator. It doesn't matter if it has to do with Tyler, the Creator or not, because brother, they paid her to be a thought.
Now take it off and let's make some money.
Why me? You've got some social media clout. Let's leverage it. You do realize that she is the top 1% of the top 1%, right? Yeah, so? So that's like saying because I drive a car, I should go and win the Indy 500. Now that would be great promotion for the page. Are you not listening to me? I am. I just don't understand what she has that you don't. Management, a marketing team, professional photographers. Oh, and by the way, the most important part, female anatomy. You know, nowadays we can change that. This is the perfect example of survivorship bias. Like, yeah, she might make $40 million a year, but did you know the average person on that website only makes $2,000 a day per year? Okay, but just checking to make sure that you know that's not close to 40 million. Yep, so here's a little reality check. We would never even come close to making $40 million a year doing that, and neither will you. Fine, you take the camera. Why? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna make us millionaires.
You know this thing needs a battery, right? And remember, kids, you can't trust everything that you see on the internet.
Great googly moogly, look at the size of them bazongers. Looking for an American boyfriend, must be 60 years old and have active credit card. Oh baby, well I could show you a thing or two if you show me your two things. She's gonna love that. Oh, also, do you know anyone with a Cialis prescription? And send. Oh no, that was my public profile.
I love how the whole Supreme Court case basically boiled down to, oh, well, China's using TikTok to carry out covert manipulation and make Americans hate their own government. No, they're not! Why would they need to? You geriatric window lickers do a bang-up job of that by yourselves! Also, what do you even mean, covert manipulation? First of all, it's not covert. We know exactly who's doing it and what they're trying to do. But the craziest part is after being on this app for 5 years and being a content creator for a year and a half, the only thing that I can say with confidence that TikTok has ever manipulated me into doing is trying to make a fucking cucumber salad. Yeah, but they're stealing your data. Oh, get bent. Let's not pretend that you guys care about data privacy now. There isn't a single social media app on this planet that is not currently harvesting and selling your personal data to the Chinese government or whoever the highest bidder is, which, by the way, is sometimes the American government. Also, it's my data. Last time I checked, I am not military personnel or a government official. What exactly are they going to find that constitutes a national security risk? They're gonna be scrolling through my data like, wow, he's got an unhealthy obsession with anime and can't put down the game Marvel Rivals. That's it, boys. Pack it up. We got him. It's not like I've got a bunch of nuclear secrets that I'm just leaving in the bathroom for a bunch of Saudis to go and find. No. Because if I did that, I would get to be president. Get
3 levels worth of souls. We're at 5K. That's at least 3. What's in here? It's locked. Of course it is. Why would I expect anything else? This looks like it's flammable. Is this whole bridge flammable? Well, that answers that question.
Just a friendly reminder for everyone that no matter how bad your day is going, nobody is having a worse day than Drake. If you were unaware, the Grammys happened last night, and Kendrick won 5 times. And all 5 of them were for Not Like Us. Not Like Us won a Grammy for Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Best Music Video, Best Rap Song, and Best Rap Performance, and he accepted all of these while wearing a Canadian tuxedo. Also, shout out Doechii for Best Rap Album of the Year. I mean, it's been getting a little overlooked with the Kendrick thing, but she really deserved that. I think the cherry on top of all of this is Drake didn't even attend, and while Kendrick was accepting one of the awards, the entire crowd sang along with the words A minor. Oh, and on top of all of that, he's got the Super Bowl next week. This is kind of like if you got into a fight at school and it really didn't go that well, so you stayed home the next day because you were sad. But the other guy decided to show up and he stole your girl, took all your friends, had all the teachers replaying the fight in their classrooms on the projector, and even the principal showed up and was like, hey, that was such a good fight, you get to be principal for the next week. Also, here's 5 Grammys. So no matter how bad your day is going, at the very least, your worst enemy did not receive a record-breaking, 5-time, award-winning world recognition for calling you a predator. I just came up with the most hilarious idea. Okay. Imagine for a second, like, every top government official had like a boys group chat, right? But instead of talking about like which Pixar mom they want to smash, right? They were just sharing like classified military secrets with each other. And to communicate, they would like use emoji. Okay, why is everybody laughing? And you're trying to tell me they added the editor-in-chief of The Atlantic and no one even questioned who that number was? No, they didn't. You're lying to me. No, look, they're stupid, but nobody is that stupid. Show me the message. I'm not even asking for that. Just show. You haven't pulled up? You haven't pulled up? Okay, let me check this out real quick. Okay. Oh my God, they are that stupid. Everyone was telling me don't go into journalism, but no, I just had to prove them wrong. What are we even supposed to write about at this point? It's not even satire. We're just predicting the future. We are the print version of The Simpsons. I am not exaggerating when I say that literally anything that is currently happening is better than what I could write. And I have been macro-dosing ayahuasca. All in favor of turning into a legitimate news source, say aye. Tim, I quit. That's it. I'm going to Fox News. Because at least when I write made-up stories, they'll pretend it's real there. Hey guys, so I'm looking for a new game to play. Come join us, man. The game is awesome. It's brand new, and you get to play as cool Marvel characters. Nah, don't listen to them. You should come join us. Our game is so much fun, and it's basically just soccer with a bunch of little cars. No. Don't listen to either of these idiots, all right? You want to come back to us, right? We're the go-to classic for a reason. Okay? I mean,